Good morning, or evening, or afternoon. July has been another busy month for Patch Quest development, so let's not waste any time. Here we are in our home base. Hey, wait a minute, where have all of our patches gone? There used to be 8 of them. So now, when the game starts, you'll only have your cabin. To unlock more patches, you'll need to embark on quests and capture some loot. Let's try it out. Okay, our capture meter is full. These gold stars indicate things I can capture. Let's choose a busy looking patch and let's grab all of that loot. Now let's bring it home. A new patch is spawned in our base, and the loot is dropped in. Each patch can now hold up to 5 loot types, and when it fills up, another patch will spawn. Over time, you can fill up your base with up to 8 patches, just like before. Along the left here, you can see that each loot type grants a special effect. These are quite important, but we'll return to these later in the video. First, let's look at another new feature. If we open up the minimap, we can see that most of the island is now greyed out. That's because a powerful storm is now blocking your radar, limiting your vision. This storm covers the entire island, once you stray far enough away from the home base. Let's take the plunge, and let's see what this storm is all about. So, the storm makes combat a lot harder. Monsters are tougher, more of them will spawn, and they can even use some extra tricks and abilities. Surviving this far from home will take everything you've got. Now, while the storm does block most of the minimap, we can still see some landmarks. In particular, we can see these vortexes. Let's make our way to the nearest one. Well, would you look at that? There's a hole in the fabric of patch time, and it's causing storm energy to leak out and spread all over the island. We should really try to plug this hole. Fortunately, we've been collecting patches this whole time. Let's import one from the home base. When the vortex is plugged, the storm is cleared from the local area. On our minimap, we can now see the landmarks it was hiding. This is when those loot effects start to matter. If we return to this region on future runs, beneficial effects will trigger at the start of each room. These effects depend entirely on the kinds of loot that you planted in this region. Some loot grants you extra ammo or extra heals. Some loot clears obstacles or hazards. Some loot even attracts friendly monsters that can help you out in battle. As we mentioned earlier, each patch has 5 loot slots. This means you'll want to choose your effects carefully to get the most out of your patches. Fortunately, we can freely pick up and rearrange the loot in our home base. In addition, each loot type has a theme, and if at least 3 of the loot types on a patch share the same theme, then that entire patch will become themed. For now, this patch theme only changes how the patch looks, but next month I'm planning to make each theme grant you a unique bonus. More on that in next month's video. As a final note, you also have a new tab in the main menu that lets you examine every loot type you've discovered so far. This is helpful for finding something with a particular effect or theme. It wouldn't be a full update without some fresh monsters, and this month we have 3 of them. First up is Hypnoth, the mysterious moth. The glide defense skill lets him quickly dash out of harm's way. It also grants the flying buff, which temporarily negates all ground hazards. Flying monsters are also extra evasive. Pollinate releases a close-range cloud of itchy-dealing spores. Monsters will sneeze if they get hit. And Baffle Beam releases a fast-moving ray of projectiles. This move makes monsters dizzy, causing them to friendly fire. Next up is Crow Camel, the sun-tanned toad. His leap defense skill lets him jump right over dangerous projectiles. You're completely invincible until you land back on the ground. Tremor sends out a slowly spreading wall of dust. You'll become itchy if you get hit. And Spit Shot is a fast-moving, long-range strike. It makes targets sticky, reducing their movement speed. And finally, we have Clawtress, the castled crab. He has the Reflect defense skill, letting him bounce projectiles back at their shooter. This ability also belongs to Torrentoise, but it's super powerful, so I wanted to give it to another monster. Cannonball fires out a single bouncy projectile. This move can be very chaotic in rooms filled with obstacles. And Waterfall sends out a slow-moving wall of water. This move is very powerful when there's lots of targets. In a nutshell, this month was focused on creating the game's top-level loop. You go on quests where you collect patches. You then plant these patches to push back the storm and gain bonus effects, making it easier to explore further, and that completes a cycle. This is encouraging progress, but I'm still gonna need another 2 months before I can release the next free demo. In August, I'm planning to add more power-ups, upgrades, and rewards to improve the game's sense of progression. Then in September, I'll be preparing the next free demo so that everybody can try it out. If you want to keep on top of daily development news, you can join the PatchQuest Community Discord server, links below. Otherwise, I'll see you in another month with Devlog episode 7. Remember to sub and ring the bell if you want to be notified. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.